Hey coin collectors and history lovers! What if I told you that a single coin from your pocket could be worth more than a car, or even a house? Today, we're unlocking the shocking secrets of the Lincoln commemorative coin series, rare minting errors and hidden treasures that could make you a fortune. Let's get started. Top 1, Birth and Early Childhood Kentucky, 1809. The first coin in the Lincoln commemorative coin series honors Abraham Lincoln's birthplace in Hardin County, Kentucky, in 1809. Lincoln's early life was characterized by hardship and poverty. Born in a log cabin on the frontier, his family moved several times during his childhood, facing the instability of rural life. These formative years were crucial in shaping his views on freedom, equality, and self-improvement despite limited resources. Lincoln's family struggled financially, and his father had difficulty making a stable living. With limited access to formal education, Lincoln became largely self-taught. He read anything he could get his hands on, books, newspapers, and anything else available. This thirst for knowledge played a key role in his future as a lawyer, politician, and ultimately, president. Despite the challenges of frontier life, he pursued education with a passion that would later influence his political career and the direction of the country. Growing up in a log cabin on the frontier, Lincoln experienced firsthand the difficulties of life in early America. Yet, these struggles helped form his resilient character. He believed in the power of education and personal development, values that guided him throughout his life. The experience of rising from humble beginnings gave Lincoln a strong sense of empathy for others and a deep belief in the potential for individuals to improve their circumstances through hard work. Historical significance and design. The coin depicting Lincoln's birth often features an image of the log cabin where he was born, symbolizing his modest beginnings. This cabin represents the frontier conditions of his early life, reflecting the simplicity and hardship he faced. The reverse side typically displays the year 1809 and the state of Kentucky, emphasizing the significance of his birthplace. The design of the coin captures Lincoln's humble origins while also symbolizing the strength of character and determination that would guide him throughout his presidency. Value and rare errors. Certain errors can make this coin more valuable to collectors. One of the most prized errors is the misaligned die error, which occurs when the die used to strike the coin is improperly aligned, resulting in an off-center image. Misaligned die errors are rare and highly sought after, with prices ranging from $30 to $150 or more, depending on the severity. Another valuable error is the double die error, where the die strikes the coin multiple times, creating a doubled image. A double strike on the word Kentucky or the year 1809 can increase the coin's rarity, with prices ranging from $200 to $5,000 or more. Additionally, proof coins, especially those in mint state condition, can be worth anywhere from $100 to $2,500, depending on demand. Top 2, Formative Years Indiana, 1816 to 1830. The second coin in the Lincoln commemorative coin series commemorates Abraham Lincoln's time spent in Indiana from 1816 to 1830. This period played a crucial role in shaping Lincoln's character and intellect. After his family moved to Indiana, Lincoln experienced the hardships of frontier life, including poverty and limited resources. However, it was in these formative years that Lincoln's passion for reading and self-education began to grow. Despite the challenges of rural life, he taught himself to read and write, setting the stage for his future legal and political career. During this time, Lincoln's family lived in a log cabin in the Indiana wilderness. With little formal schooling available, young Lincoln had to rely on books he borrowed from neighbors and any available reading material. His thirst for knowledge, even without teachers or schooling, marked the beginning of his lifelong commitment to self-improvement. Lincoln's intellectual curiosity and dedication to education would eventually play a pivotal role in his rise from a frontier boy to a respected lawyer and president. These early years in Indiana also helped develop Lincoln's deep sense of empathy. Growing up in poverty, he witnessed the struggles of the people around him, which shaped his views on equality and justice. Lincoln's ability to overcome his circumstances, coupled with his belief in the importance of education and opportunity, would later influence his decisions as a politician and president, especially in the fight against slavery. The formative years coin typically features a log cabin, reflecting the type of home Lincoln lived in during his time in Indiana. The log cabin symbolizes Lincoln's humble beginnings and the challenging conditions he faced while growing up. The coin's reverse often displays the state of Indiana and the date range of 1816 to 1830, marking the crucial years in Lincoln's development as a self-taught young man. The simple design of the coin is symbolic of Lincoln's early years, unpretentious but filled with promise. The image of the log cabin is not just a reminder of his beginnings but also a tribute to his perseverance and determination to better himself despite his circumstances. Value and rare errors. Several errors can increase the value of the Indiana formative years coin. One of the most sought-after errors is the off-center strike. This occurs when the coin is improperly aligned during minting, causing part of the design to be cut off. Off-center coins are rare and can be worth anywhere from $200 to $5,000 or more, depending on the extent of the misalignment. Another valuable error is an inverted or misprinted date. If the year 1830 is printed upside down or incorrectly, the coin can fetch higher prices, often ranging from $300 to $600. Additionally, proof versions of the coin, particularly those graded MS-69 or proof-like, are more valuable, often ranging from $150 to $3,000 or more. Top 3, Professional Life, Illinois, 1830 to 1861. The third coin in the Lincoln Commemorative Coin Series honors Abraham Lincoln's years spent in Illinois, from 1830 to 1861. This period was crucial in shaping Lincoln's professional life and in his rise to national prominence. Lincoln moved to Illinois as a young man, where he began his legal career, entered politics, and gained recognition, especially for his famous debates with Stephen A. Douglas. It was also during this time that Lincoln became increasingly involved in the abolitionist movement, which would define his presidency. Lincoln arrived in Illinois with little formal education, but his drive to succeed led him to study law independently. He worked as a store clerk, rail splitter, and postmaster before eventually passing the bar exam in 1836. He opened a law practice in Springfield, where he became known for his sharp legal mind, honesty, and ability to argue effectively in court. His legal career provided the foundation for his political ambitions, and by the 1840s, he was actively involved in Illinois politics. Lincoln served in the Illinois state legislature and, later, in the U.S. House of Representatives. However, his political career took a significant turn in 1858 when he engaged in a series of debates with Senator Stephen A. Douglas. The debates, which focused on the issue of slavery, elevated Lincoln to national prominence. Although he lost the Senate race, the debates established him as a strong and principled voice against the expansion of slavery, helping to secure his election as president in 1860. As a politician, Lincoln's views on slavery evolved. Initially, he advocated for limiting slavery's expansion into new territories, but over time, as tensions grew between the North and South, Lincoln became more committed to the abolition of slavery. His stance on the issue, combined with his leadership qualities, would ultimately lead to the Emancipation Proclamation during his presidency, forever changing the course of American history. Historical significance and design. The Illinois coin typically depicts Lincoln during his professional years, often showing him engaged in a legal case or participating in a political debate. The reverse usually features the state of Illinois, with notable landmarks like the state capitol or the Springfield landscape, which symbolizes Lincoln's connection to the state and the role it played in his development. Rare errors. Coins with rare errors can be more valuable. Misaligned engravings, where the design is slightly off-center, can increase the coin's value, often ranging from $100 to $4,000 or more. Double die errors, where the coin is struck multiple times, are also highly collectible, especially when they occur on Lincoln's portrait or the word Illinois, and can be worth between $500 and $1,000 or more. Additionally, proof coins in mint condition, graded highly, can fetch between $200 and $5,000 or more. Top 4, Presidency Washington, D.C., 1861 to 1865. The final coin in the Lincoln Commemorative Coin Series commemorates Abraham Lincoln's presidency from 1861 to 1865, a period that was both pivotal and transformative in the history of the United States. Lincoln's leadership during the Civil War and his efforts to abolish slavery are perhaps the most defining aspects of his time in office. His determination to preserve the Union and his commitment to ending slavery reshaped the nation's future and firmly established his legacy as one of the greatest U.S. presidents. Design. The presidential coin in this series often features a portrait of Abraham Lincoln, typically accompanied by significant moments from his presidency. Iconic scenes such as Lincoln delivering the Gettysburg Address or the U.S. Capitol during the Civil War are common themes on this coin. The reverse side often symbolizes the country during Lincoln's presidency, potentially including imagery of the Union Army or symbols of freedom and equality, representing the values Lincoln fought to uphold. These designs highlight his leadership through one of the nation's most challenging periods, while also celebrating his lasting impact on the United States. Value and rare errors. Inverted die errors. One of the most valuable and rare errors that can occur in the presidential coin is the inverted die error. This happens when the die used to mint the coin is improperly aligned, resulting in Lincoln's portrait or the date appearing upside down or reversed. These errors are highly collectible and significantly increase the value of the coin. Depending on the severity of the error and the coin's grade, it can be worth anywhere from a few dollars to $1,000 or more. Double die error on Lincoln's image. Another highly prized error in the presidential coin series is the double die error, particularly when it occurs on Lincoln's portrait. This happens when the die strikes the coin multiple times, creating a doubled or blurry image of Lincoln's face. Coins with this error are unique and can command significant premiums in the market. The value of such coins can range from $1,500 to $3,000 or more depending on the degree of doubling and the condition of the coin. Proof coins. Proof coins from the presidential series are among the most sought after in the entire Lincoln commemorative coin series. These coins are specially minted with extra care to achieve flawless detail and a perfect finish. High-grade proof coins, especially those graded MS-70 or PR-70, are the most valuable and can fetch prices anywhere from $500 to $2,000 or more, depending on market demand and rarity. The presidential coin not only honors Lincoln's presidency but also offers collectors the chance to acquire coins with rare errors or high-grade proof versions. Whether you're interested in historical significance or seeking valuable additions to your collection, the presidential coin represents an excellent investment for collectors.